Greetings, friends. This is important news. Lawmakers have decided to expand tax credits. This will mean more relief for millions of American households. This is necessary as economists predict a higher cost of living in the new year. Officials also say that many will be able to save thousands of dollars. Dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate the plug for our bill together. We do things occasionally on a bipartisan basis, even in the Banking Committee, but we also have an opportunity once in a while to disagree, and sometimes that means that we get to have you folks participate in that disagreement process. Today, you're going to hear us talk a lot about consumers, as they are the latest victim of heavy-handed Washington bureaucrats. In the last few months alone, financial regulators have put forth or finalized regulations and guidance that represent the biggest rewrite of banking regulation since the passage of Dodd-Frank. We've seen regulations on bank capital, long-term debt, resolution planning, the Community Reinvestment Act, and climate risk management, just to name a few. However, we know that none of these regulations exist in a vacuum. Vice Chair Barr said himself that the Basel III endgame proposal is, and I quote, projected to raise capital for large banks. This may result in higher funding costs. But this is only half the story. End of quote. I want you to help tell the other half of the story. Now, I was just going to ask this of one of you, but since our chairman has kind of set the example of asking folks to raise their hands, and I'm going to apologize in advance because I think folks hate to be put in that position, I think it's critical that you get to tell the other half of that story. None of you raised your hands when you said that it would be that it was a case of where you couldn't meet the capital requirements. The issue is what damage it does to the economy when you're expected to raise that and the folks who need that capital. So here's my questions, and I'm going to ask you to raise your hands. I apologize for that. But if you agree with these assessments, would you please raise your hands? Do you believe in its current form, could these regulations negatively impact first-time home buyers? Do you believe in its current form, could these regulations negatively impact those saving for retirement? Do you believe that these regulations could negatively impact our farmers and our ranchers? And do you believe that these regulations could negatively impact small business owners? See, this is the rest of the story. Sometimes we think that we're just beating up on the big banks, but the bottom line is it hits the American consumer where it hurts. This is at a time that when they try to go after the big guys, it's the American consumer that will suffer. You can already see the signs of consumers struggling as they are utilizing the buy now, pay later approach to products and making late payments on credit cards. This is because Americans are paying more per month just to get by since President Biden took office. Bidenomics has led to a family of four in South Dakota needing to pay over $900 more in month just to get by for normal living expenses.
If you're tired of getting surprised by high prices when you go grocery shopping, you are not alone. The year 2023 was tough for food shoppers due to fluctuating prices and frequent shortages. Although inflation from the crisis has somewhat eased, certain products remained very expensive, leading families to change their weekly shopping routines. So as we approach a new year, it is wise to be ready for whatever prices may come. Determining grocery prices involves numerous factors, making predictions challenging. Dr. David Anderson, a professor of agricultural economics, explained that every cost from production to consumption affects prices. This includes factors such as transportation, labor, energy costs, interest rates, and more. The overall economy also plays a role in food costs. Although inflation in the United States peaked in June 2022 and has since decreased, many prices still remain elevated. Dr. Anderson emphasizes that inflation, coupled with high interest rates and extreme weather events like droughts, significantly impacts food prices. Climate change has contributed to higher prices, causing supply chain issues and shortages in labor and products. In 2023, the Economic Research Service predicted a 5.8% increase in prices. By January, at-home food prices were already 11.3% higher than the same time in 2022. For 2024, prices are still expected to rise, but at a slower pace. The ERS predicts a 2.9% increase in overall food prices, with only a 1.9% increase for at-home food prices. Food away from home, such as takeout meals or dining at a restaurant, is projected to increase by 4.3%. Meat is likely to be on the more expensive side in 2024, with weather events and farmers' financial losses contributing to reduced production. Dr. Anderson anticipates lower beef and pork production, leading to much higher prices. Other items such as fats and oils, processed fruits, vegetables, sugars, and sweets are also expected to increase by 3 to 7%. While the ERS predicts a 0.6% drop in dairy products in 2024, Anderson notes that this may change due to challenges faced by farmers in the previous year. So although these predictions may seem daunting, there's often room to find better deals. Product shortages were a significant issue in 2023, and it's more likely that more shortages will occur in the new year. Factors like heavy rains and drought led to shortages in rice, sugar, and oranges. Lower stock due to shortages typically results in higher prices, which are also impacting your grocery bill. Also, friends, according to Newsweek, Vermont residents are still eligible for up to $5,600 in state tax credits. The money comes courtesy of the Vermont Property Tax Credit, which helps homeowners in the state pay their property taxes. Residents should be eligible based on your 2023 and 2024 property taxes if their property qualifies as a homestead and they meet other criteria. The amount available depends on several factors, but the maximum credit is $5,600 for the education property tax portion and $2,400 for the municipal property tax portion. To claim the tax credit, Vermont residents have until April 15th, 2024, with a $15 late fee applying if you claim later than that. No further claims will be accepted after October 15th, 2024, because a property tax credit can reduce monthly expenses and boost discretionary income. Many residents may profit from it. Not all property owners will qualify. For one, your property must be a homestead with a homestead declaration filed before the October 15th deadline. You must also be a resident in Vermont for all of 2023 and not claimed as a dependent on another taxpayer during that year. The tax credit is available as Vermont residents anticipate surging costs on their homes in the new year. This fall, the Vermont Department of Taxes projected an 18.5% increase in residents' property tax rates for 2024. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you, This coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you so much and have a wonderful and very blessed week.